Yes.
Okay. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I just want to follow up in the second application by Mr. Zuma for the removal of Billy Downer.
Yes.
You delivered a relatively simple ruling, but that ruling took 5 months to deliver. Can you explain why it took 5 months?
I did second most of the time.
Excuse me?
I did second most of the time. Second duties.
Maybe just explain to the commissioner what second duty is.
If you are out of the office, if you are working out of the office, doing criminal work outside of the office.
Yeah, I understand that, but the question is, it was a very brief ruling. Why does that take 5 months?
Which one? Which ruling are you talking about?
The second application by the former President Zuma to have Billy Downer removed.
Oh.
It's the one you gave on the 11th of September.
Can I just try to clarify for Judge Clearly? So that he can, I'm not going to answer, don't worry.
No, CJ, no. The question has been put before a candidate. He must answer for himself. Please.
The JP has said she's not going to answer the question for the candidate, and I'd like to think that she means what she says. So I will give her a chance to give the explanation. Go ahead, JP.
Yes, and may we be protected from Commissioner Malema, because you are the one that must rule on the issues. Judge Clearly, the question was, you reserved a ruling after argument. So what I wanted to assist with, was that in the course of a criminal trial or was it in the course of an opposed application?
It was in the course of a criminal trial.
CJ, may I? I don't know what protection do they seek from you against me. Exactly what I anticipated. Commissioner has asked the question. The question is not being answered because she says she's going to try and clarify the issue without answering for him. Instead of doing that, she asked another question on top of the question of the commissioner, which is not answered. And we're looking for answers for that.
Sorry, can I respond to this, please?
Respond, Judge.
Yes. I initially stated to the commissioner, I asked a question that I was doing circuit duties. And when you're doing circuit duties, you are not in court, you work outside of the court. It was a criminal matter, it was an application brought in a criminal matter, and I had to avail myself to deal with that matter. I would not have reserved judgment and given the judgment to another judge to hand it down. So I will have to be available in order for me to hand down the judgment because it's a criminal matter. It's an application that was brought during the course of a criminal trial.
Commissioner Gotsa?
I understand what circuit duties are.
Oh,
CJ,
thank you. No, okay.
I was a judge's registrar for a very long time.
Oh, yeah, you did say.
But it doesn't really answer the question, but I will leave it.
Judge J. Commissioner Ngcukaitobi, do you still want
Thank you. Yes, I do. One of the judgments, I have 2 points to raise with you. One of the judgments you put up is the judgment of S versus Kanyele,
Yes.
which you refused bail to Kanyele, who was at the time a Fees Must Fall activist.
Yes.
I don't understand why you put that judgment up as an important judgment, given that it took an hour for the Constitutional Court to release him for 250 rand. And although there's no judgment, the questions were clear from the argument that your judgment was probably wrong.
Well, I wasn't there, firstly, Commissioner Ngcukaitobi, and you appeared before me when you were dealing with a bail appeal. You appeared, and I wrote a judgment, and I assume that the matter, because I assume that you approached the SA, I But I assume that you approached the SCA in order for you to eventually go to the Constitutional Court. But as you say correctly so, there is no judgment in the matter. So whatever it is that you say, I cannot vouch for it. But there is no judgment in the matter.
Now, I understand that. I'm not asking about that. I'm asking why you thought the judgment is significant to be put up as one of your top 10, because it was run-on-the-mill application of the bail legal principles on the facts of Mr. Kanyile.
I put it up as one of the matters which were taken up on appeal unsuccessfully, in my view, because it ended up in the Constitutional Court, and in the Constitutional Court, there was no judgment. So I put it up as one of the matters which was taken up on appeal unsuccessfully.
But what's the legal significance? What's the principle that came from your case? That's the section in the form. You've got to say this is why the judgment is important.
64. Sorry, the question is, sorry, what's the question again?
Is what is the principle in the judgment that you were trying to highlight? I mean, the fact that there was an appeal to the SCA which was not successful, but the Constitutional Court felt that he should be released, that's fine. But why did you put it up as one of your important judgments? What is the principle of law that it developed which didn't exist before?
It did not develop any point of law. I accept that. But as I've already indicated to you, I put it up as one of the matters that were taken up on appeal unsuccessfully. But when you ask me about the point of law in that matter, it was a bail appeal that served before me, and the court, the High Court, can only set aside the decision of the magistrate if the magistrate was wrong. So that was the issue that was before me. I was not able to find that the magistrate was wrong. That's the reason why I refused the appeal. But again, going back to your question, I put it up simply because I was called upon to put up matters that were unsuccessfully appealed against.
But that actually is not true, Judge Cili. You mentioned this case twice. At 16.1, you asked to list the cases where you've written judgment, not more than 10, which you regard as being the most significant, and why. And there is that case. It's listed there.
Yes, that's the point I'm trying to explore, maybe less clearly than the Chief Justice. Can you answer that question?
Well,
Oh, well, you have, sorry, the one you cite under the heading list cases that were unsuccessfully
Exactly.
appealed against
Yeah.
is a Kanyile versus the state citation with a different citation. Are they the same matters?
yes.
The other one is just state case number whatever under significant judgments.
No, it is the same. I mean, number 6 is exactly the case that I argued. And that's what I was trying to understand. Why did you put it up? Because there was no principle there as far as I can remember.
So is it not under the cases that were unsuccessfully appealed against?
No,
CJ?
look at your application form at page 10.
Have you found it?
Yes, I have.
At item 16.1, number 6. So that's Bongingosi Kanyile's case.
This isn't how.
So can you answer then the Chief Justice's question?
Yeah, this is a mistake.
Yes, all right.
Yes.
Can I also ask
This
you
is a
about?
mistake.
No, that's fine. We all make mistakes. Can I ask you about something else?
Yes.
I was not understanding your ruling recently in S versus Zuma, where You first decided that you were not going to give written reasons for a decision not to recuse Mr. Downer.
Yeah.
And then you changed your ruling and you postponed the case in order to give reasons. Now, I understand that the substance of the reasons may be a subject of appeal.
Yes.
But I'm very concerned about your consistency as a judge, where today you wake up, you say one thing, tomorrow you change it. And you are, in my view, damaging the perception of the administration of justice. What is your response to that?
I have to tread very carefully when it comes to that, because that matter is sub judice.
I don't want the substance of the, that's what I said to you. What I'm worried about is your consistency as a judge, where you first tell a litigant, I'm going to do X, then you change and you say, I'm going to do Y. People want to know that when judges say X, they mean it.
Well, I had my reasons, Commissioner Ngcukaitobi, which I don't think it will be appropriate of me to say
Are
now.
they part of the appeal? Your reasons for changing your mind?
Yeah.
They
Well,
are.
yeah.
Okay, but in that case, you should not answer them.
All right, fine. Thank you, Chief Justice.
Yeah.